Too deep.
Oh, there I go. All right, y'all. All right. My name is Deeper One. This is the Into Deep Show. This is going live on Facebook. So only a few of y'all gonna see this. That's the whole purpose. Because I can't be out here broadcasting to everybody and shit ain't on point. If shit ain't on point, at least it's not on point for like 5 people, which I'm cool with. I'm cool with it. 5 people, you got to start somewhere. We started off with the podcast, popping on the gram. Now it's time to get popping on YouTube, get these lives, get out here like these other, YouTubers, these other content creators getting it popping. So that's what we doing. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So little bit about me. If you're not familiar with me, if you don't follow me on the gram, my name is Deeper One. I am a certified master life coach. I coach people on personal development and relationships and entrepreneurship and business coaching. I help people get out here and get right. So if you need a little something, a little coaching, need a little consultation, you can hit me up in the comments or hit me up in the DMs on Instagram. What you can do is, if you want to book and consult, up in the links, you will see a link, and it has a link to everything. And I'll also put it in the comments here, just for y'all's pleasure. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm changing the way that. Just hit me in the DM if you're down with getting the consult. That would be great. But like I said, I help people out with relationships, personal development, self-development. If you need to figure some things out on how to heal, how to forgive, just how to love yourself. I mean, at the very least, you need somebody to talk to, help see what you can get popping for your future, do better for yourself. Hit me up. We can get a consultation going and get it popping. So let's get into what's up. So I wanted to talk about tonight. I was watching a live earlier on O'Shea Do Jackson's channel. Awesome channel. Got a lot of good stuff popping on there. But the live tonight was talking about, he had a couple guests on, and the couple guests that he had on was talking about submission, and one of the arguments that one of the ladies on there was trying to make, I talk about submission really, really kills people. Like you say that word and just all hell breaks loose. Submission. I wanna do I wanna go there? Am I in the mood to go there tonight? I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to go there. We may not. Nah, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for an actual live where people coming on, so we can have a very, very good spirited conversation about it, because it always brings up some feelings, it puts people in their feelings, and man, you know, I want to have a heated discussion. I want to have a heated discussion. So, what we gonna talk about in this live today? Let's talk about lazy love. There's a lot of lazy love out here. There's a lot of y'all that's really just lazy. You're flat out lazy. I mean, including myself. Shit, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm above reproach. I could use a little gym time. I could eat a little less burgers, a little less fries. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that. Because I see a lot of people out here complaining about they can't find no good men. Where are the good men? Just no positive vibes about dating. And I got friends and I got people I talk to, and they complain and they talk about this dude and that dude in the DMs, and this kind of goes on a little bit of a law of attraction. And I'm just like, hey, have you ever considered why you may be attracting what you don't want? And some will say, I know I could do this, I could do that. And now I'm thinking to myself, well, if you know you can do this, you can do that, then why aren't you doing it? One of the biggest things that I see people really, really talk about and complain about when they can't find somebody, that they can't find that good man or whatever, is I always ask, this is the question that every time I ask it, people be having a hard time answering. And I think it's a question that people really should think about before they get out here and they start dating. And that question is are you what you're looking for? Do you know what the kind of man that you want, the kind of woman that the man that you want wants? Do you know what the kind of man that you want likes? Do you possess any of those qualities? And then go from there. And I'm telling you, every time I ask this question, a lot of people have a real hard time answering it. They have no clue. None. And what I also see is that on top of them not having a clue, and this is for the crowd that's over 30, all right? The over 30 crowd is, y'all think y'all got time. Some people will say, hey, I need to get right. The usual thing is losing weight. That's what a good majority of people talk about that they need to do. And they like to say, oh, well, I'll get around to it. Well, you're going to get around to it when? Time is finite. And especially you ladies over 30, once you over 30, you hit the wall. The older you get, the harder it's going to be to get weight off. And if you've got a lot of weight to lose, you need to get on that now, because it's going to take you some time. You're gonna experience some ups and downs. It's going to take you a while to get your diet right. It's going to take you a while to get accustomed to going to the gym. I mean, how much time do you think you have? And when people tell me that, what I gather in my mind is that you don't really want to do that, because that requires a lot of work. And again, it's the topic of this stream is that a lot of lazy love out here, a lot of lazy lovers. People just want what they want to fall out the sky. They don't really want to do the work to acquire the type of individual that they seek. And that's a problem. And it's a problem because people keep every day they're complaining about this and that, of all the things that they're attracting that they don't want is in their DMs. Well, you may want to consider, once you find out what it is that the man that you likes, figure it out, and then either get to work or dial back your requirements. So some people, they don't want to do either. So they just kind of sit in a stalemate, sit in a stall, and they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything at all. Now, I don't know how many of you in here that's on the live now that will see this later, heard about the Your Average at Best video with Kevin Samuels, which you'd have to be under a rock at this point not to have heard it, because people still doing videos on it, even though this was almost 2 weeks ago. People still doing videos on it. And the ultimate gist of it was this woman wanted requirements. She wanted a man that she really didn't qualify for. And it was a real eye-opener to a lot of people. She wanted more than she qualified for. And I'm finding that this is very common with a lot of people. Now, let's test this out. I want to find the video and show you a little bit of it. So let me just bring it up here. Oh man, y'all hear my laptop? Like, it's just working hard. It's working hard. Make sure y'all go and like and subscribe to the video on YouTube. Just show your boy some love. I need to get out here and monetize, my shit. And I need to get these subscribers. I need to get these likes and these loves up. So I want to play the video, part of the video for y'all, so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. Let's go.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh wait, hold on. All right, here we go, y'all.
Those were hers.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a PhD?
Now this is 22 minutes long.
I'm a PhD.
I'm gonna try to, like skip in between a little bit of it, and so we can get to some good points here.
He's a what?
A cane corso.
What is that in English?
It's a larger dog, and their breed is meant for guarding and protecting. They're very protective of their home and their family.
Okay, so what's your disagreement?
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
It says disagreement.
Okay, now this part is important. This part is important to the story because she's calling in on the wrong night. The wrong night. This is disagreement night. But she insists on him answering her question. So she's setting herself up.
Oh, I know, but this is my first time catching it on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
you have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question.
But I have a business. And if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man, But see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor
Okay,
dog
so
park.
what you're basically trying to do is, I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, "Damn your topic, I want to ask you what I want to ask you," and
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude. But I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you?
Oh, he gonna teach her a lesson.
I'm 35.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
And what's your question?
So my issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, "Hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money to be a business partner?" And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, guys see an interest and want to be like a business partner. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what.
Well, first off, ma'am, I really don't understand.
Now,
what kind of man are you talking about?
Y'all see,
because owning a business is no different than having
y'all
a job.
see. I mean, listen, I'm gonna say.
I'm not getting what you.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think she's very attractive, you know, but that's subjective, actually. That is very subjective. One second, y'all. Okay, sorry. That's subjective. It's very subjective. Let's keep going.
You're saying when should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you dating?
I try to give guys that not a chance.
You try to do what?
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Why? What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance. Why?
And because I honestly want a 6-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
What?
Okay, so how many of y'all are dealing with that at the very moment? Now, I talk to people that have this issue, and what I discover, you know, in the discovery process in the conversation and trying to figure out where their problem is that the guys that they want aren't asking them out because they're not doing what they need to do to put themselves in front of the type of men that they want. And that generally is the problem. I mean, that generally is a problem. Now, we could go on this video. I could do a live on this video, but I'm not going to because too many people done it. And yeah, unless somebody asked me to. But the whole point of that was, if the kind of men that you want are not approaching you, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You know, let's say there's the saying. No, I'm not. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say this. Listen, you date on your level. Okay. So you might need to level up for the type of man that you want. And I know some people have a hard time with that because it gets you in this thought process of, oh, well, I'm not enough. Well, I mean, you're either going to have to decide if you're enough for the man that you want. Okay. Are you willing to level up? Are you willing to level up for that guy? I mean, let's just be honest. Are you willing to level up? So you got to decide if you're willing to level up or you're willing to stay where you're at. Okay. Because your dude, your prince, your knight in shining armor, he ain't just gonna drop out the sky, okay? He not just gonna drop out the sky and say, and say, oh, I'm here. I'm everything that you ever dreamed of. I'm here for you in the way that you are in your current state right now. That's not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. So you might need to go get in the gym if the kind of guy says, hey, you got to be this, you can't be that. You're gonna have to make some adjustments. We have to stop. We got to get off of this. Well, I am the way I am stuff, because it's going to keep a lot of you single for a long time. I used to have an ex that would say that, well, and that's why she's an ex. And so it's time to do the work. Do the work. I mean, and honestly, I'm not even just talking about do the physical work. Some of you need to do the mental. You need to do the mental. Some of you have never stepped foot into a therapist's office in your life, and you needed to have been there 5-10 years ago. And you're not there. And so you don't realize that you are a common denominator in some of the issues that you have with men, whether it's you choosing the wrong ones based on prior unresolved trauma in your life, or you're the problem in the relationship. So it could be either or, and you got to decide where you fit, which role that you play in that. Because there's too many people out here upset and in their feelings about not being able to find the right one, but they're not really doing the work. And the work, here's what they count as the work. Well, I'm a good woman. I did this for him, that for him, blah, blah, blah. And this is one of the biggest things I see when I talk to people about a prior relationship. A lot of the times, you ladies have focused on the very things that were not important to the man that you were with. Think about that. Think about it. And this is kind of a habit that I've noticed, among some women, is that you can't be upset if you did all these things and you focused on all these things that he didn't even care about. But you ignored the things that he did care about. And that plays a huge role right there into some of the problems that you may have had in prior relationships. So you can't be upset and be like, well, I did this. Well, if he didn't want those things, or if those things weren't important to him, they didn't matter. See, a lot of you ladies, You don't ask what your men like. Some of you just don't flat out don't care. I've been with women where I've to the blue in the face be like, this is what I want from you. This is what I expect of you. This is what I need from you. And could barely give me any of it. Barely give me any of it. But God knows if I was not performing to her level or what gave her what she needed from me, the relationship was always in trouble. I mean, even though I ended up breaking up with her every time, but you know, that's a whole different show and everything. But that was the point. You gotta stop being lazy, y'all. You gotta stop being lazy. And see, the thing is, some of you use excuses that have nothing to do with us. Oh, well, I'm working all the time. I'm working. I'm with these kids. What that got to do with me? The world doesn't owe you understanding. And I'm telling you guys this from collective curating of information that I get from other men, whether in conversations, in groups, what I see online, what I see men talking about. You not having time, that's not my problem. You see, if the rent didn't get paid and we were living together and the rent didn't get paid, you're not going to want to hear excuses, right? You're going to want to hear it get taken care of. I mean, same thing. If you expect, which a lot of you do, expect a man to come in and do the manly thing, take care, be the leader, take care of things. If something fall through the crack, you're going to be all over it. Like, hey, yo, whoa. What? The light bill didn't get paid? The gas bill didn't get paid? The rent didn't get paid? You're not going to care why it didn't get paid. You only care that it didn't get paid. Now let's go ahead and flip that on its side. We don't care that you had to work. We all had to work. We don't care that you had to come home and take care of them kids. You're going to always have to come home and take care of them kids. There's a lot of you think there's so much time that you have, and you keep making excuses for not taking care of yourself. And we are supposed to just be accepting of that. And to a lot of men, that's not acceptable. Especially since you benefit the most from taking care of yourself. Now, we going to benefit from it down the line, but you're going to benefit from it the most. So why wouldn't you put that as a priority? Especially knowing if the kind of man that you want cares about those things, you wouldn't be preparing yourself, readying yourself for the kind of man that you want. That's lazy love, y'all. That's lazy love. That's lazy. It's lazy. And so then what happens is, because you don't want to do the work, you're going to settle for Ray, Pookie, Earl, you know, Kevin, Chad. Like, you're going to settle for them. And then you're going to run into the same issues. And then, you know, some of you talk about, you know, oh, you know, he cheated on me and all of this stuff. And then you don't tell the whole story. Now, I'm not saying that cheating's right, because, you know, I've never cheated. I don't condone cheating. But some of you have to look at why you might have got cheated on. Now, you fellas, that's not saying it's okay. Like if she wasn't living up to her end of the bargain, if she wasn't handling business the way you felt she should have, that didn't give you the right to go cheat. I'm gonna make that clear. I'm going to make that crystal clear. That didn't give you the right to do that. And as a man, if something ain't right, you need to speak up. And if it ain't right and she's not correcting it the way you need her to, then you need to dip. You need to be out. Because at the end of the day, even if she's not doing what you need her to do, that doesn't give you a right to go cheat on her. That's lazy love right there. And that's barely love if you cheat on her. But that's lazy as hell. Now I know some of y'all don't want to hear. Y'all don't want to hear the conversation that's gonna come after when you have to tell the truth. But you know what? It's time to man up and deal with it. And some of y'all don't want to deal with it because you have no dick discipline. You have no control. So you're mesmerized and you're possessed by the vajayjay that you don't want to ruffle feathers, so you don't get yours. But then some of y'all are going to somewhere else to get it anyway. I don't know. That's sounding lazy as fuck to me. That's really what that's sounding like. So it's time to get it together on both sides. Both sides. Because you got fellas, y'all got some laziness about you too. I hear too many stories about dudes out here not getting the money ain't right. They're not motivated to get their money right. They're out here just settling for these hood rats, oh man, skanks, skeezers, all them. Because you don't want to do the work to get yours right so you can get the kind of quality girl that you want. So you out here settling. You out here the most expensive thing on your body is a fake ass Gucci belt, and you think you out here fly as fuck. You out here in your enterprise rental on the weekends with your seat lean back, flossing like that's your shit. Like, I see the barcode on the driver's side door. I know that ain't your shit. I can see plates. I can tell when a car's a rental. You out here fronting. You being lazy too. You don't want to do the work too. You don't want to go through the struggle that you need to go through so you can have yourself right, so you can have your paper right, so you can get the quality of girl that you think you deserve. You being lazy too. Oh, y'all thought I was just gonna be out here just hitting at the women. No, sir. No, ma'am. We got the smoke for everybody because there's a lot of people complaining. These incels, don't get me started on them. We can have a whole show about the incels alone. Because I mean, they hollering the loudest. Like, bruh. Like, I watched this video yesterday. Man, these girls embarrassed this incel on this video. I felt sorry for old boy. But the thing is, he came up on the live just looking dusty. Like, you can't be out here dusty with clean expectations from the others. How you gonna be dusty but expect cleanliness? Expect crispiness, and you dusty as hell. Some of you socially awkward guys, some of you, like, a few of you need some male mentors. You need some male guidance. Some of you fellas, you have no idea how to maneuver around women. You don't know women. You get yourself caught up. You're getting yourself caught up with the wrong ones. You out here making babies, ladies, and you having babies, with dusties. And then both of y'all are setting yourselves up for a lackluster quality of person thereafter. Because you're out here doing dusty shit, being dusty. And then you laid up being dusties with each other. And then eventually it don't work. And then y'all want to, the funniest thing is after you done laid up with the dusty forever, now you want to upgrade. You want to upgrade to something better. But you want to upgrade without upgrading yourself. Because since you think that you have been through so much, you deserve this diamond crusted prize, and you ain't got ready for it. You ain't prepped for it yet. That's lazy, man. That's lazy, Boppy. It's lazy. It's time. It's time to get right. It's time. If y'all, you can't. We all can't be the president. We all can't get into Harvard. We all can't get into Yale. We have to meet the qualifications for the job. And it's the same with dating. And a lot of you falling short. You're falling short. It's time to get right. It's time to, fellas, it's time to get your paper up. Yeah, hell, you need to be in therapy too. Because there's some of you moist dudes out here got mommy issues, got daddy issues that you ain't reconciled, and you out here hurting women, just doing goofy shit. Ladies, you need to get into therapy. You're not, I mean, there's so many of you. You're hurt from past relationships. You have your own childhood trauma, and then some of you've got that, and you're carrying that, and you have kids. And that shit, that's a whole thing in of itself. And so then you're raising kids while you're hurt, and you got your unresolved things, and you're passing down, this stuff to your kids that will, if they don't stop it in their generation, they're going to pass it to the next. Like, it's time to take the time to put into yourselves, y'all. We heading into 2021. This year was just a shitty year. Like, we're going to have to give a few passes for 2020 because it's been wild with the Rona and everything. It's been wild. For 2021, now, let's not put no things out there talking about it's going to be our year, because we don't know what the universe has got planned, because we thought 2020 was going to be our year, and for most of us, it was not our year. But we need to do what we need to do to prep and get ready for it, make better decisions. Because some of y'all, oh man, some of you are some really terrible decision makers. You've made some very bad life decisions. Now, there are a few of you out here that acknowledge you've made these life decisions, and you trying to work through it, you dealing with it, whatever. But there are a lot of you that have made a really bad life decisions that's haunting you as you age, haunting you. And some of you, you've got permanent life decisions, bad life decisions that you made. You done did everything in your 20s. You done did every drug in the world. You done drank yourself to death. You done, some of you are turned out, and now, you done got into your 30s and 40s, and I guess some of you grown up, and you want something better for yourself, but you're not doing the work. You just expect something nice to fall from the sky. That ain't how this works. Like, you gotta, if you want the Bentley, you're gonna have to have the money. You're gonna have to be Bentley. But some of y'all, you want Bentleys, and you in a 1998 Ford Windstar. That ain't gonna work. And so many of you don't want to hear it. You are not trying to hear it, but yet you keep complaining day in, day out as to why you cannot find a good man. Because men, we're not really out here complaining like that. We're not. We're just not. The only dudes that are really out here kind of complaining is these moist incels. They're really the only ones that's kind of complaining about that. A lot of us regular dudes, we're not complaining. And the reason we're not complaining is because there's more of you than there are of us. So we have more options than you do. And that's just by the math alone. Just by the math. We can just stop right there with the math. Now, some of these dudes they do be getting some baddies, because they be running game and they be lying. But the thing is, though, this is where discernment comes in, and it's time to be able to discern what you have in front of you, if you got quality or if you got bullshit in front of you. And this is where quite a few of you fail, because your discernment is turned off, it's inoperable, it's not working. You get caught up in your feelings. I'm telling you, anytime somebody tells me about a moist bitch ass dude that they were with, within 1 minute of the storytelling, I already know this dude ain't shit. And some people will come to be, it'll be 2-3 years in, and it'll be like, well, do you think my dude ain't shit? I knew he wasn't shit in the first minute. Hell, the first 30 seconds, and you've been with him 2-3 years, and you scratching your head like you wondering if homeboy ain't shit. What does that say about you? That's telling me that you don't have the ability to choose good men. You don't know how to discern whether somebody's on bullshit or somebody's true to you. That's your job to figure out. And it comes back to title of the stream, lazy love. It's being lazy. And then when you get your heart broke, then you're going to be, I can't believe it. What the fuck? Fuck that motherfucker. Oh, I can't believe I got bamboozled. And that's what y'all be doing. Come on. You got to do better. This is a tough love live. This is tough love. This ain't what I usually be doing, but it's time for tough love. It's time to stop making excuses. And honestly, especially with this whole Kevin Samuels thing popping, all I've heard of a lot of women do over the last few weeks is make excuses. We not with the excuses. We're not with it. It's really time to get it together. And I challenge y'all in 2021 to get it together. Get it together. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. Work on your mind. Get your mind right. Get into a therapist. Get you a coach. If you're past what you need to get past as far as past traumas, because only therapists can help with that. Coaches, we don't do that. But you need some guidance to move forward, to help get you through a few things, to get you on the right path. Well, a coach that's bam, right here. I can help you with that. But if you got some things that you need to deal with, then if you got insurance, you need to call or get your little provider directory out and start looking for therapists and get on that ASAP. One of the things that I tell people all of the time, tell women, oh, excuse me, y'all. If you just get with a man and you think this man might be the one, get in therapy ASAP. If you ain't already in it, go get your ass in there and start talking to a therapist so you can make sure you right if you think this man is going to be the one. You think he got his head on shoulders, his head on his shoulders. You think shit is popping. Go get your ass in there ASAP. Because if you don't, and too many of you in denial of this, if you don't, he will see you as a disciplinary problem, and it will not last. Because everybody that has unresolved trauma brings baggage into a relationship that will end up rearing its ugly head at some point in the relationship. You can't get around it. You ain't gonna get around it. You will bring it. It will come forth. I haven't been in a relationship yet with somebody that had baggage that did not come to surface and cause problems. So if you think this is one, then it's time to get on your grind, get it together. Now, I highly suggest you be getting it together before you jump into a relationship. But I understand we can't control when baby Jesus drops something good into our lap, and we're just rare. But if he does, get on it right away. So you got a little time to get right. But there's no more excuses. There's no more. We're done with that. Stop being lazy. Get it together. You want to find this love and this happiness, this happily ever after. You're gonna have to do the work. You can't cheat the game. You can't cheat it. So stop trying to. But that's gonna conclude the live. Like I said, this is my first live. It's only live on Facebook right now, my Facebook page and in my Facebook group. I'm going to be promoting my first real live on YouTube very soon, probably within the next week or two, definitely after Christmas. So those of you that are watching this after the fact, please go to YouTube, like and subscribe. Support your boy. We need this. We need this from y'all, the deeper ones. We need this. So like I said, if you're not following me, if you came here from somewhere else, look down at the bottom of the screen. You can follow me in these places, Deeper One. I'm also on Patreon. My Patreon is for the deep shit. This is for the deeper shit. This is for instruction. This is for how to get through some things, how to move past some things, how to get yourself ready. That content and content that's a little bit deeper, a little bit more raw, that's all on my Patreon. Because there's certain things you really can't, I'm not trying to get like flagged or shadow banned for on Facebook or YouTube, and Patreon is the perfect place for those. And also my Facebook group, Deeper One. Support your boy. Please support your boy. Hit the Cash App. That would be greatly appreciated. If you're not into the Patreon, but if you need this work, then you need to get into this Patreon. But otherwise, you want to show support to your boy, hit the Cash App. You see it right there on the screen. $N2 Deeper One. And if you need a consultation, hit me in the IG. I'm building my site. I got a link. It's not really ready the way I like it to be yet, but hit me in the DMs anywhere. Twitter, Facebook, IG. Hit me in the DM if you're interested in getting a consult with your boy. I'm a certified master life coach. I'm currently writing a book. I'm not playing no games out here. So hit your boy up. Thank you for your support and watching the stream, because you're going to be watching it after it's over. Thanks again. This is the Deeper One on the N2 Deep Show. I'm out.